Okay, here's a word problem that will help you with supporting idea 5, Math 6, Algebra 5.1. John scored 75% on a test. Mary has 8 out of 12 correct on the same test. Who has the better score? This is very similar to the last one we did on big idea number 2, Math 6. Algebra 2.2. This is very similar. We're asked to compare two ratios. Let's set up our known and our unknown. What do we know? We know that John scored 75%, but instead of writing percent, I'm going to put it over 100 because 75 out of 100 is the same value as 75%. The reason I want to see it in the form of a fraction is because I need to be able to compare his score to Mary's score, right? And Mary got 8 out of 12 correct. So we're going to compare these two. What's the unknown? What don't we know? Unknown. We don't know who has the better score. So let's see if this is greater than, less than, or equal to this. Here we go. 75 over 100 is greater than, less than, or equal to 8 out of 12. If you remember from the last example, I said that you need a denominator that's the same if you're going to compare two fractions, right? We're going to go about this one a little bit differently though. I already have this in the form of a percent, so I'm going to try and get this in the form of a percent instead of multiplying and seeing when I get to a multiple that goes evenly into both, right? Like the last example. This one we're doing differently. I'm going to change this one into a percent like this one. If you remember the note that I gave you about percent, I'm going to do a little side note here. Okay? Whenever you're dealing with percents, I told you is over of equals percent over 100. I want to know 8 is what percent of 12? Okay? 8 is what percent of 12? Okay? To do this, we cross multiply. The 100 comes over here. Don't forget, anytime you do this, you copy the equal sign exactly underneath where it started from to keep everything lined up. We can do this really quick in our head. 100 times 8 is 800. I don't have to write that out for you. 100 times 8 is 800. I didn't do anything to the 12 yet, so I still have to copy that down. And I didn't solve for the question mark yet, so I still have to copy that down. Now we have 800 divided by 12. Let's see what we get. Here, I'll do a little side note in a different color so you don't get confused. We're going to do it the long division way. 12 goes into 800 how many times? 12 goes into 80 6 times. 12 times 6 is 72. I'm going to subtract. 80 minus 72 is 8. Copy down, here we go. Copy down the 0. 12 goes into 80 6 times again. And if I keep going, you'll see the pattern that's developing here. 80 minus 72 is 8. Carry the 0. 12 goes into 86 times. 80 minus 72 is 8. Carry the 0. 12 goes into 86 times. So I'm going to get 66.66666 all the way until infinity. That many sixes. So I don't have to do anything else. I already know that keeps on going. And in math terms, when a decimal keeps going like that, we have a symbol. We go like this. We put a little line over top. The line over top means it keeps going on forever and ever and ever and ever. So the question mark is 66.6. Now I have this in a fraction with a denominator of 100. Question mark percent. We solved for the question mark. 66. 66% compared to 75%. Ready? Which one's bigger? This one's bigger. Who got that score? This score, this score, this score. John. John has the higher score. That's it.